As a deputy managing a person's finances, I'm able to make gifts for people who don't have capacity to make such a decision. Of course, the starting point will always be to ask the person whether they can understand and make that decision about the gift. If not, I'm guided by what's in the deputyship order. Most orders have standard wording allowing a deputy to make gifts to charities as well as to family and friends on customary occasions. Anything outside of these must be approved by the Court of Protection. So, what is a customary occasion? Well, these include birthdays, weddings and civil partnerships. They also include religious festivals such as Christmas, Eid, Diwali, Hanukkah and Chinese New Year. The next question to ask is, what exactly is a gift? Most people think this only covers buying a present or giving money, but it encompasses much more than this. It can cover paying someone's school fees, allowing someone else to live at a reduced rent or rent-free. It can also include selling a person's home to someone at less than market value. It even covers making an interest-free loan. If a deputy has any doubt on their ability to make a gift, especially one that covers something a little bit different, and an interest-free loan falls into this category, then they should apply to the Court of Protection for authorisation. That said, there are some restrictions on what a deputy can gift, including making gifts for tax planning purposes. There are two final things that a deputy needs to take into consideration. The first is that the gift needs to be of a reasonable value. The questions they should ask themselves here is, what was the usual value of the gifts made when the person had mental capacity? Did Aunt Alice always provide a birthday gift of £20 to her nephew, or was it usual to give him £1,000? The second is that they will need to consider how the gift affects a person's ability to meet their living expenses both now and in the future. This means taking into account life expectancy and ensuring that the gift is well within what the person can comfortably afford. There was quite a serious case which came into the news. It was where large gifts were made by two deputies from their aunt's funds to charities as well as to themselves and other family members. The deputies asked the court to approve the gifts they'd already made, although by that time they'd already spent half of their aunt's money, including £50,000 on designer watches and handbags, and the same amount again on cars and laptops which they claimed they needed to carry out their duties as deputies. Of course, the court refused to approve the gifts and decided that it was totally out of character for the aunt to have made them. Just as importantly, the deputies hadn't tried to get their aunt's agreement on making the gifts beforehand. The deputies were ultimately ordered to repay the money they'd spent. Gifts do have their place in preserving important family relationships, but a deputy must always be aware of the strict limits on gift giving as well as what they can give without requiring authority. That way, both the integrity of the deputy is preserved as well as the assets of the person concerned.